just want to give you a tutorial on how to program the FMS on a runway which has no defined approach. Okay, and this FMS is so great, it can allow us to program any approach on a runway which has no proper definition of any type of approach, whether be it a VOR approach, a VFR, or an RNAV or something like that. So what we're going to do in the next slide, in the next video after this one, is a presentation where I'll be just taking through one of my colleagues on how we program a visual approach on let's say in Lilongwe or another one in Chileka Blantyre. Those are the destinations we are flying, and I'll show you that, and I hope it will make sense. If you have any questions or comments, make sure please you share. Well, thank you very much. Let's do this now. The first thing we use is data page, and then we go to pilot data. Okay, and then after pilot data we go to airport. Now what I'm going to do here, we're going to program a visual approach into Lilongwe, but Lilongwe has already got approaches set up in the database, right? So we'll tell the FMS there is an airport which is not in the database. We'll label it something, but it will be Lilongwe. Okay, so it'll be a completely new approach. That's how we do these things. So what we can do, we can just say, okay, let's try putting in FWKI, let's say 3, for example. This airport is on the database. So when I press enter here, it's going to ask me for reference waypoint and the waypoint. You see that? Now reference waypoint should be based on the actual airport, and the actual airport is Lilongwe, FWKI, and then we'll press enter, and you can see the coordinates there. You can confirm them, right? Exactly what they are. So we're going to press accept. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put the coordinates here, and it will be the same as the coordinates of Lilongwe. Okay, so it's like we are tricking the FMS. So which one? This will be what? It will be 13,470, like that, 13.0, and I think it's 033 46.70, like that. Okay, now it's telling us to verify the position. So we have actually now defined a new airport. Remember, the airport is still a long way, but because we want to construct a very different approach, which is not the RNAV or the ILS or the like, we're going to construct our own approach on the same airport on a particular runway. So now we accept the airport here, and now it's going to give us some more. Now elevation for this airport will be the same as Lilongwe's airport, which is 4029. That's the Lilongwe airport. Okay, I'm going to accept this one and accept again. Now it's already here. I think it was FWKI3, which is number 3. You see that? Now the airport which we are telling the FMS to imagine where we want to program our approach is already in the database. So we're going to select number 3. Okay, and that will be this one. You see that? And the elevation for this one would also be 4029. 4029. Let's see now what happens. And now if I go here, it might ask me for a couple of things. Now, where do they? Now what we do, we want to program the approach. So we go to data again. Okay, data, and we go to pilot data. All right, and then we go to the approach. Not maybe the approach, but maybe the runway. I'll go back again. Data, pilot data, runway. Okay, and let's see if it's here. What was it again? FWKI 3. Is it in there? So now I've gone to, I'll do it once more. Data, pilot data, and I'll do approach. Here I've typed in our airport that we've just created, FWKI 3. Okay, if I do that, it's going to tell me the approach. Right, so if I now do, if I click here, approach like that, approach definition. Now, it's going to ask me to define the runway. You understand that?
Yeah.
Runway will be, if you look at your chart, I think the runway is 32. So we're going to put 32. But at the leg here, we'll need the three letter code, so the 3 digits rather. Sorry. So you just check your chart, runway 32. I think it's 313 point something. We have runway 32, and then we press enter. Now the reference waypoint will be the airport itself, okay, which is FWKI. So FWKI, like that. Okay, and now we go to runway coordinates, which I gave you. Can you give me runway coordinates?
It's 1347.
For the south, right?
Yeah, south
1347. 13.47. 5.
Yeah.
Okay, like that.
Yes.
Okay. Then what's the coordinates for the other ones? Easterly coordinates?
East
33
47
47
60.
60. We don't put 033, I think we do, right? Let's try again.
I just gave it
033 47 60. Like that. Okay, right. So we've done that. Now we're going to accept the runway. You see the process, right? So accept the runway. Okay, now runway heading was 313. 3130. And runway elevation 4019. 4019. And runway length was how much? Yep, let's check runway length. So it will be 11614. It's quite a big runway. And the elevation was 4019.
Yeah.
No, wait, that went. Okay, enter. And then we accept it, right? All good. Right, now we'll do a VFR approach. Like that. See that? VFR. Now leg to distance, the leg here will be 3130 runway heading, and end of approach we can put it at 5 miles from the final. See that?
Yeah.
Then we press enter. Now what we're going to do, these are not needed for now, so we're going to go to next page. Next page we can see that now the approach has been constructed. See that? Flight path angle normally is obviously going to be 3 degrees, so 300. Happy? And then we press enter. Now you can see it's already constructed a final approach fix with the runway. Okay, so now if I go to my format page, and if I see the long way, I can't see longer from here because we are going to a different destination. There's no point. What we're going to do, when we are going to be execute this approach into the long way, you will see it's going to appear on the, what do you call, on the format page. You see, that's basically how you construct an approach, a visual approach into the long way. See, so what we can do, let's try doing this. I want to show you something. So now let's say from here we're going to Lilongwe, right? So I'm going to do menu, arrival, runway 32, approach type, we've already considered VFR32. Yeah? So I'm going to do number 1, for instance. We don't have any transitions here. And then I'm going to do DTO. DTO, I'll do the final approach fix 32. Is that one there? If I do this right now, like that, you see it's gone there, right? The magenta. Now, let me do the format page. And let's see how it looks like. So, flight plan, menu. And then clearly see the final approach fix is there. We're going to go straight into runway 32 and land. That's how you construct it and approach. Now, because we're not going to long way, and we are going to Chileka, aren't we? So we don't need this flight plan. Don't worry, if we delete flight plans, doesn't mean the aircraft will stop flying. Yeah? So 99 and FWCL, accept, menu, arrival, runway 10, approach, RMAG 10, UVMAG 3, enter, video, UVMAG, enter, and everything looks good. It's okay. And then we're going to go ahead and press nav. So that's how we program the FMC for a visual approach. I hope you understood that. Okay? Nice, huh? Very interesting. This FMS is amazing, like seriously.
So interesting.
Yeah, now what we'll do in the next one, we might try and create an approach for both runways, reciprocating them. Runway 32 and 14 as well. But for now, if we want to land anywhere, we can do. So for example, now let's do one more. Okay, let's do one more. Let's say we want to plan an approach into Chileka. Chileka, runway 15. Runway 15 doesn't have any approach actually, it's a visual approach. Okay, so what I want you to do, the coordinates of runway 15 are already here given to us. I've already noted them down on my notes page here. We'll just confirm them. So let's try and see if we can do that. But before that, let's monitor the flight. How are we? Oh, we are still very far. Okay, so what are we going to do? Data. Yeah, pilot data. And then I'm going to go to airport. I already did these ones here, but I want to show you again. So I'm going to give another name. So remember what we do. Chileka is already in the database, right? But we're going to trick the FMS saying there's an airport with a different name. But the details will be of Chileka. So give me what you want me to put it.
Maybe
FWCL.
4.
Let's say 4. If it's not in there, it will just ask us for more details, right? To define it. So we do enter. There it is. You see that? So then we have the reference point obviously will be the airport of our the known airport, right? Which is this one here. And Chileka is already given to us there. Okay? So make sure you have the coordinates of Chileka there. You do. Excellent. Now, the coordinates of this airport will be the same as of Chileka, isn't it? So which will be what? 15, 40, 80, like that. Enter. And 034, 5810. Excellent. Happy? There. So we have to accept the airport, right? So we accept the airport. And the elevation for this airport will be the same as for Chileka, which is what? 2,555?
Yeah.
2555. Happy? Enter. And then we accept it or we just press enter. Okay, so we gave this airport FWCL4, your choice, right? Which is what number? Number 2. Now let's go and define some things of it. Let's see if it's there. Okay, it's already there. Alright, we don't have to modify it. So now what we do return, and then we go to data, we go to pilot again, because now we have to define the approach. So the approach, what we'll do, we'll go to the approach, like that. And here I'm going to do FWCL, is it 4? Like that, right? And then I'm going to press enter. Now the approach, if I press approach here, and if I press enter, you don't give it also approach definition. Yeah? Meaning, we have to define the approach definition. So, runway will be 15. So we're going to go on 15. 15. Okay? which one? For the reference zone, the airport itself, which is FWCL, not the one we introduced. Huh? And there it is, and he said it was accept. Is accepted. All right. Now we go to find to put the runway coordinates. Now just read for me these ones here. Is what 1540 point I think 8. 154080. My handwriting wasn't that great there. I'd say 30. 3458. 5. Sorry. Exactly. Check the flight is all okay. All readings. The right direction is good. 0345850 like that. Okay. So I'm going to press enter and I accept the runway. Accept the runway. Now runway heading 145. Good. Here we need the 3 digits. Elevation of runway. Rather length. Let's put. When I put the elevation first, it kicked out. Length is how much? 4501 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and the elevation?
Elevation is 2468.
20. What a sequence of numbers. 216, okay? Enter. And I'm going to accept this. You see that?
Yeah.
Now I have to choose the type of approach, which will be a VFR approach. Happy?
Yeah.
This is not a problem. Final approach crossover is already in there. Now here we put the 3 digits for the runway. 145. 450. And again, end of approach we can put it at 5 miles. Happy?
Yeah.
And there we go. And then we go to next page because we go define the angle.
Yeah.
Otherwise it doesn't make sense. So flight path angle FPA is 300. The moment I do that, immediately here it calculates backwards. Okay? 3-degree rule. See how clever this thing is. Okay? And there we are. Now you can see if I want to now go to that particular runway from here where we are at 24,000 feet, what are we going to do? Let's do this. Let's do format. Now I'm going to say flight plan, menu. Just press heading select for me, please, so we don't disrupt the. Okay, excellent. Heading select. Why we do that? Because the aircraft can maintain its course, right, while we are programming the FMS. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do menu, arrival, runway 152, isn't it? There. Here will be the approach type. We already have VFR 15, which is number 1. See that, number 1. Enter. Now if I do this DTO, I'll do flight plan, right? If I do DTO to our final approach fix, which is 1, yeah, there it is. And if you see what has happened is perfect. From here we can go to the final approach fix all the way and execute a landing. For a runway which has no definition of any approach, it's just a bush pilot's runway, but we have actually defined an approach on that one. Can you see that? Nice, isn't it? I like this aircraft by far. I can fly it for as much as I can. So now we go back. Flight plan, menu, arrival, Chileka. We of course going to use runway 10 and approach type RNAV 10. Our transition point will be UVMAG 3. Enter. Flight plan. And we go DTO to UVMAG obviously. So that's that. And then it's already there. But because heading select, aircraft won't navigate unless we press nav. Go ahead. There we go. Back in business. So, does that make sense? So what we'll do, at some point I'm going to ask you as well to program a visual approach next time. See if you've learned something. Happy? Alright, and another just a couple of things on this page I want to show you for some training stuff. This page here, look at the difference here. On this nav page 1, you only have these details. You see? Cross-track error and wind. But if you go nav page 2, it's a very helpful one. It's going to give you the headwind that you have and the directions nicely. And here it will be ground speed, bearing, and the track error. This is very good for visual approaches. So you can actually calculate whether you are decreasing by how many or adding by how many minutes to configure and whatnot. Makes sense, huh? That's that. Okay, are you happy? You've learned something? I'm very happy as well that I've taught you something. All right, let's proceed to the flight.